Welcome to the Misfit One Lifestyles with Elizabeth Colin. She will awaken and connect with your Misfit One. Are you tired of the ups and downs in your life? Are you ready to live a healthy lifestyle once and for all? We are talking about all aspects of your life. Being fit is not just physical, it's also your mind and soul. Learn how to take steps in your life to move towards your goals. Elizabeth's goal is for everyone listening to the sound of her voice to get fit. Let's get focused, let's get intentional, and let's transform. Now here's your host, Elizabeth Colin.
Guys, welcome. You know what? Shapewear, waist trainers, all these things that we see everybody wearing and getting these amazingly snatched waists, but I have no idea how to wear one. Do you? Well, today's episode is going to answer the what do we wear, how do we wear, under what wear, whatever. We'll find it all out today. We're going to go deep about waist trainers and if they work or don't. My guest today is one and only Kimmi Couture. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Great. Thanks so much for having me today.
The pleasure is all mine because, girl, I have so many questions to ask of you because I have the guru of shapewear right here. So, this is my time to ask all the questions I have been wanting to ask. And for you guys who cannot see her, I just want you to know she is beautiful. I mean, beautiful. So she is one person that I will sit back and listen and take advice. So, Kimmi.
Yes.
Tell us how you came up with your shapewear.
Wow. Kimmi Couture is something that honestly started when I had my baby.
Okay.
I found myself overweight and very depressed about the way my body looked after having the baby.
Okay.
My mother gave birth to 5 girls. She has a very tiny waist. She's very petite. And when she advised me to wear a waist trainer, I thought, Mom, they don't do that here in America. First of all, that's old school. And where am I going to get a FaJa? That's what we call it. Where am I going to get a waist trainer here in California?
Right.
She's like, well, call your sister, have her send you one, figure something out or stay miserable.
Right.
And sometimes how moms tend to be a little too honest.
You gotta love the mamas. They tell you the God honest truth, right?
Oh,
and especially your mom, 'cause for you guys who do not know, you were born in Colombia, right?
Yes, I was born in Bogota, Colombia. I came to the United States as an exchange student, so I made a life here in the States. My family was still in Colombia. And when all of this was going on, I was like, all right, I'm going to call my sister and see if she can send me a FaJa because I don't want to stay miserable pretty much.
Right.
So my sister sent me a waist trainer. I wore it day and night, literally, for like good 6 months.
Oh, my gosh.
And I snapped back. Like, I actually kept wearing it just even after that. Like, if I was going to get ready for a vacation or things like that, I would put it on and train. And it wasn't until I started my own business making bathing suits with my business partner at the time that I found myself in the same situation. Like, okay, I need to snap back.
Right.
Bathing suits. And so when I showed up to our garage office, I was wearing my waist trainer, I'm like, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And she goes like, Kim, what the hell is that? Why don't you just go to the gym and work out?
Right.
I was like, listen, this works for me. You'll
Right.
see in a week, my waist is going to be snatched. And so she was like, all right, you and your Colombian crazy things, right? And so she got curious about it, and she ordered on Amazon kind of like a sweat belt with neoprene. Right. She wore it, and she lost 1.5 inches within a week.
Dang, guys.
Yeah. And so she was like, dude, this things actually work. I was like, I know. She's like, we need to tell people. And I was like, hell no, this is my secret.
My secret.
I wear this thing on their dresses. People don't know. Like,
oh my gosh, that is so funny.
First of all, where am I going to get these to sell anyway?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I had this thing for like 4 years already. My thing, it's almost kind of falling apart. But I love the things, so I won't give it up.
Right.
So we decided that one of our selling points was going to be to wear the waist trainer so that you can fit into our bikinis.
Love it. Okay. Now you're thinking.
So when we launched our first bikini show in the Bay Area, we sold more waist trainers than bikinis.
Get out of here. I'm telling you, waist trainers, it's new for me, right? But I'm from Beaumont, Texas, girlfriend. And like I said, women in Texas believe no God-fearing woman would ever walk out of the house without a girdle on, right? You just didn't do that. And I was like, I am not wearing a girdle. I am not doing it. But the only time I was introduced was when I had my first kid, and I gained like 60 pounds with each one of my kids, like every one of them. And my auntie told me, she just kind of tapped me on the shoulder because I'm out from having a baby. And she goes, hey, I got you something. And I'm like, oh, thank you. She goes, you put it on when you get up and you keep it on. And Kimmi, I kid you not, I have never had a belly. I had 3 C-sections. I don't have any pooch, nothing, because my auntie told me to put that on. Those old women be knowing the secrets.
They know. I think we tend to get too much and like, oh no, it's old school, it's this, that we discount it.
Dismiss it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they know. They have more experience than us. They've given birth to more children and know the way. So I'm very fortunate that I did not stay miserable.
Yes, because you did that. I mean, in 6 months, you were back, you said, right?
I gained 65 pounds with my daughter. So yeah. I'm only 5'3", and before that, I was 110 pounds.
Right.
So you can imagine how much weight I gained. My stretch marks were crazy. I was just like, oh my God, this is insane. Like, how am I going to ever feel like myself again? And not to say that fixed the problem, but it definitely gave me confidence.
That's right, yeah.
Because one of the things that I remember is picking out my outfit for what I envisioned I was going to look like after the hospital.
Right.
And I had this cute little juicy couture pink, little outfit.
Mm-hmm.
The thing will not go up my hip. I was like, what?
Yeah, uh-huh.
It was like shocking, but at the same time, I was like, dude, I have to still wear maternity clothes out of this place.
Speak. Yeah, a lot of women don't realize that when you leave the hospital, you still wearing your maternity clothes. You're not super fly the day you leave.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking I was going to fit into my little juicy couture.
We cute.
Feel cute and everything. That did not happen. As a matter of fact, I was so disappointed. I was like, oh my God.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And with waist training, I found that really brought back my confidence, but that I was also able to wear the clothes that I was hoping to wear once again.
Right.
And after us launching our bathing suits and the waist trainers, my sister sent me one of each size to try on at our show. But it was something about the feeling when these girls were trying the waist trainers on, and when they looked in the mirror and they're like, oh my God, I can look like this again. Something in my heart was like, I'd rather a girl wear this more than wear a bathing suit.
Love it.
Work towards the goal. Like, get your waist trainer, get the bathing suit, and you have something to look forward to. And when I see you wearing that bathing suit and you smash your goals, like, my heart is going to feel overwhelmed with happiness.
I am so happy that you say that.
And it did. It was a very fulfilling feeling, something that I worked in banking and finances for many years prior to starting my business. So it wasn't until that moment that I realized, I was like, you know what? This is really what my secret to a tiny waist is, and I gotta share it with the world.
Right.
And 6 months later, Kim Kardashian had a baby and she was pregnant, and she wore a waist trainer. It wasn't her brand. But our website just blew up of people that had already been seeing our Instagram, that knew about our product. In the Bay Area, I am the only shapewear store with authentic Colombian fajas here. So it made a huge difference in my life and how my business took off.
Wow, I love it. I am so excited because I'm going to try it, and you're going to have to school me on it, Like you say, I got to wear it, like, how long again? Like, what am I supposed to do?
All of our waist trainers come with a little waist training program.
What?
So it gives you a full kind of manual on how to start waist training.
Okay.
Put it on in the morning on an empty stomach, wear it for 2 to 3 hours, and then it slowly kind of start enduring more. It's very much like braces, and I think I mentioned this before, but obviously when you wear the braces at first it's uncomfortable, but once your teeth starts raining out and everything starts looking good, same concept with the waist trainer. It becomes
right.
more comfortable. It becomes something that you kind of miss the feeling of having it on because it helps with your back. It helps with your posture. If you work out a lot and you're trying to build your muscles on your legs, it's really good to concentrate the workout process on your legs. So it's very good to prevent back pain or any injury that you can possibly do while working out.
I'm excited about it. I really am. And I'm going to be dedicated. I'm going to wear it for a whole month to see the difference. I should see a difference in a month, right?
Oh, you'll see a difference in a week. The average person reduces about 1 to 2 inches just the first week of wearing it.
Oh, you guys, y'all heard that? Like, y'all heard that, right? Because my waist now is a 24. But again, I have no curves. I want to be curvy like this. I'm not worried about the flat. I'm flat. You can see. But I want I want that.
You want to bring your rib cage in. And a lot of people don't know this, but I get this thing along. He's like, oh, that can be healthy for you. And I'm like, okay. So let's think about this. When you're pregnant and the baby's growing, right?
Yep.
Your rib cage opens.
Expands. It does.
What happens to your organs? Your organs get pushed all the way to the back because the baby's growing. Mm-hmm. So I always say, all these people that say, oh, that's squishing your organs and doing this. I was like, it's the same thing that happens when you're pregnant. Your organs are designed to move around. Mm-hmm. But what's not designed to go back into place without any compression is your rib cage. Your floating ribs stay open unless you compress them.
Kimmi, I swear to God, like, you can see my ribs. I have very big, my rib cage are very massive. They must be expanded. Yeah, I never, ever thought about that. They would make jokes about, well, maybe you have very big lungs, right?
Well, I hear when people say, like, well, maybe you're just big bone. And it's like, well, you can't do nothing about losing bone.
It's like, I've never seen a big skeleton, though. I've never seen a big skeleton.
No, that's the craziest thing. It was like, no, I'm just big bone. I'm like, no. Like, you just need to close it back, This little area will close back up. And also, one of the benefits about waist training, and you're thinking about having more of an hourglass shape, is that wearing a compression garment allows you to redistribute the fat to where you want it. So if you're compressing your stomach area, fat is going to go to your hips, fat is going to go to your breast. Why? Because fat is going to find places to go to. So that's how you get an hourglass shape.
Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because, you know, I've never had hips ever. I am just straight up. I have that athletic build. I'm built like my dad. Like I am ripped and cut, but just.
Well, you're misfit, so you are.
But I want to be misfit like this.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with waist training, you actually can achieve those things without having to go under the knife. And obviously, we specialize on compression garments too that are designed for post-surgery, postpartum, all of these things, fitness wear, daily wear. But a lot of my clients have noticed that just by wearing the waist trainer, they have able to achieve a more hourglass shape.
Right.
And they feel good. I always get messages from my friends or customers, and they're like, I don't know how my husband is going to feel about this. I was like, trust me, your husband is going to love it.
Love it. He going to feel real good about it.
And then they message me back, and they're like, oh my God, I didn't think he was going to like how I look, but he's loving it. I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Because naturally, and this is also that is scientifically proven, men are more attractive, well, not necessarily attractive, but there's something about the human body and mating. Then when you have an hourglass shape, it improves a lot of the things on a relationship and all these things. So
because you have breeding hips. That's what they call them. They look at that girl and say, she got breeding hips. No guy ever in their life looked at me and said that. That's never came.
We can change that. We can change that.
But after this, I will be having breeding hips.
Breeding hips. I like that.
I think that is so cool. And you have been doing this since 2013, correct? You started your company then?
Yes, I started in 2013. I am honestly incredibly grateful that I am living my American dream.
You are.
That I'm able to help my community in Colombia, because all of our waist trainers are 100% made in Colombia. We work with manufacturers and our factory that hires men and women who have been victims of domestic violence or any type of abuse that, you know, they had to endure. So they go through programs that helps them get jobs that are going to be able to provide for their families. So to me, it's something that I'm very passionate about, but I'm also very grateful that I get to do, because I meet so many incredible people like yourself. And I say with all honesty, I think some of my very few clients that I first had were African American women, and they were so about it. And I was like, oh my God, I thought this was something for Latinas, and it's not. So
well, you know, we very close, Latinos and Black girls. We like right here. What's so funny is we so close that my kids
are everything.
Everything, yeah. We was laughing so hard because my ex-husband is Puerto Rican, and I have 3 little Puerto Rican Black kids, right? And that's like, oh Lord, their little attitudes are
No, I know 100%, but I love that some of the very first people that embraced my business and helped my business go afloat were African American, and it's been an amazing experience that has now grown into being able to offer body contouring services.
I saw that. What is that about? Tell us about that.
So that's my new, I mean, it's not really that new, but it's something that I started a little over a year and a half ago.
2019, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I went to Colombia for Colombia Moda, which is a big fashion show, and It's kind of like the fashion show, South America.
Wow.
And while I was there, I went to see an esthetician, a doctor for like Botox and stuff like that. And in the window, I saw these booty plumping and body contouring advertising.
Right.
I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, this is amazing. Da, 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 da. You can do it. You can do one today. And I was like, sign me up, because I have a lot of cellulite that I want to get rid of. So while I was there in Colombia for 2 weeks, I went every other day and got a cellulite treatment, and I did the booty plumping.
Love it.
And I was like, we need to do this in America. How come we're not doing this? Especially here in my area in California, there's nothing like this. Maybe more in like Miami, you find more Colombian businesses.
Right. Yes.
That doing it because they learned this. So when I was there, I was like, okay, we need to do this in America. So I talked to the physician and the doctor and the nurse, and I was like, can you guys train me? I will pay you. We'll do this.
Right.
And where do I get these machines? Like, what is the 411?
Right.
And they were super supportive. They were incredibly willing to teach me. I was like, look, I'm not going to start a business here in Colombia. I'm actually going to do it in America.
Right.
Like this. And so that's kind of how that came about. So I ended up staying a little longer, trained, learned the whole concept, did the whole thing. I was just honestly very impressed that I found something that works so good.
So what is it? Tell us about it. What do you do?
So body contouring is a non-invasive procedure, and it works through, there's different treatments that you can do. We specialize in wooden therapy, which uses tools that massage the body and area to contour it. And then we also use a radio frequency incavitation machine that
sounds very fancy.
Right. But in conjunction, all together work to accelerate the process of breaking down stubborn fat and tone and build back the collagen that we lose in our skin.
Oh my gosh, that's important.
A lot of the times, not a lot of the times, every time, anybody over 25, it starts losing the amount of collagen that their body naturally produces.
Right.
And a lot of us women find ourselves with cellulite, stretch marks, and loose skin after having babies. So the machine targets those areas, and through the massages and the contouring aspect of it, you see incredible results just with one treatment.
Wow. You know what's so amazing about that is when you were talking about it, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is what my sister-in-law was talking about. My sister-in-law is Colombian, and she was out there, and she said that she used to go like every day and do she was like, and they would do it, and she said she thought it was great, but when she came back, and she's in LA, so I'm going to send her your way. She's in LA, but you know, they don't have that anywhere. So of course she stopped. And so we decided, this is so crazy, that we were going to take like a girls trip to Colombia so that we can do it for a couple of days, you know, stay out there 2 weeks or so and come back looking brand new.
Yeah. 100%. I honestly,
but now we don't have to. We can just go to you in LA.
Not only that, but part of the things that I'm working on right now, because like I said, this started almost 2 years ago, and this year is when I place more focus on setting up body contouring services and post-surgical services, because we also offer lymphatic drain massages. And lymphatic drain massages are very important after you have any type of surgery. Well,
what is that?
So lymphatic drain massages help with fighting fibrosis that are most likely to happen from holding on to fluids after any type of surgery. So that part right there is what kind of goes in conjunction with our shapers, because we are helping people who had surgeries. They get their shapers, but they also need to treat themselves after the surgery so that they're not retaining fluids that later on is going to make the results look very lumpy and hard.
Yeah.
And that's what that lymphatic drain massage does. It helps get rid of those fluids. It drains them out. And through cavitation and RF, the results from surgery or even not having surgery are amazing.
Wow, you are doing it up over there. I'm so excited. And when we were talking about how you wear the shapewear, the what'd you call it? Fifi? What is it? No. FaJa. I like FaJa.
Yeah.
When you wear the FaJa for, you say like 8 hours is when you become accustomed to it, right?
Pro.
So yeah, when you become a pro, I'm thinking like next year I should be able to do 8 hours next year.
No, you do 8 hours in less than 30 days.
I'm like, ooh, my nerves get bad, but okay, I'm gonna do it. So does that mean you wear them under your clothes?
So you can do both. When I work out at the gym, I put it over my shirt to work out. But when I am wearing it on a daily basis, it goes so seamless underneath your clothes that no one can tell you have it.
I cannot wait. I mean, if you guys who's listening, I bet you I'm going to order mine first, because you know that your phone is going to be going off the chain. How can we find you? How can we order our shapewear?
You can Google me, Kimmi Couture, or go to kimmicouture.com. My Instagram, the same, Kimmi Couture. Twitter, Facebook, Kimmi Couture. Like I said, I usually have someone that helps me with the DMs and so on, but I always check back. So if you want to reach me personally and want to get more information, I am always there to help out. The website
she really
has a chat line that you can utilize 24 hours a day, and somebody will respond to it, helping you figure out your size, the style, if you had any type of procedure or don't know what type of shaper is best for your body type, we can help with that.
And they really can, because I slid in her DMs. I was like, hey girl, hey, I need a waist trainer, but I have no idea what I'm doing, right? Like, and the one thing about you and your waist trainer, I do love that you were there. I asked you questions. Somebody got right back to me saying, hey, how tall are you, your height, your weight, blah, blah, so they can help me, order it. We went through it. It was a really amazing touch, because there's 1,000 waist trainers out there. Yeah. So many, you don't know which one to get, what to do, you don't know. And when I say you don't know, I mean me. I don't know.
A lot of people don't know, and there's a lot of people still that don't know that. A lot of the times they just see it on Instagram and online, but they don't know where to start or what exactly is it for. So we specialize in making sure that you have that personal touch. Even when you come to our showroom, obviously when it's not COVID, but you get a full personalized experience. You get a dedicated curvologist that goes over the areas that you want to work on and you want to improve. So we try to educate people, just like I was trying to explain to you here.
I love it.
Like okay, needs to be able to go back into place, and the only way that can happen is through compression. Same concept as with braces. So educating and explaining the process of it gives peace of mind to the person who's not sure what's best for them.
I love that. And you also say when you order your garment, even if you order it offline, it comes with a little guide, right? To say, do this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this in my life, because I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I don't know.
It does. And it gives you all the details. We can also kind of make suggestions. Where I have my office and where we do our contouring services is what we call the Self-Love Center.
I love that.
If you have questions about dieting, exercising, the things that you can do, we tend to kind advise you and give you ideas on things that have worked for other customers, for ourselves. Because obviously anybody that works at Kimmi Couture has to waist train, period.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That is so awesome. And what's crazy is, we're the same height, but my ribs are popped out. I need them to get their butt back into where it goes. And I will be ordering my trainer.
I will be more than happy to get that out to you right away.
Yeah, because this is amazing. And what I love about it is on your Instagram, guys, go to her Instagram. It's Kimmi Couture. You see all the before and afters. You see all the clients so happy. They're so excited. They feel good. And that's exactly what you said. You feel good when they feel good. And I love that.
Absolutely. I think one of the things that brings me the most satisfaction in life is knowing that I impacted someone's life. And when they looked in the mirror, they felt like, I'm back.
I'm back.
Yes, like I can do this.
Yes.
And nothing compares to that feeling.
I love that. And that's what I do with working out, right? I feel because as a trainer and a nutritionist, I definitely want people to feel that way. And what's great too is now I actually have a resource because people ask me all the time about waist trainers. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about waist trainers.
And it's better when you can speak from experience, because
right.
I just recently, it was maybe like a year and a half ago when I started to get myself into going to the gym. And, I was one of those people that was like, the gym. But now I'm like, okay, slowly I started to learn about it. And I can tell people like, what, this actually helped me get out of a depression that I was going through.
Right.
And it helped me, gain more energy and overall give me a much better, put me in a much better place health-wise. Because
right.
I always tell people, like, for a long time, I felt like I just looked skinny fat, Cause
I know a lot of skinny fat people.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, it's great and all until you try to run after your kid and you're like, how is this kid faster than me?
Exactly. And that's what's so great about it. Like I want to look as good on the inside as you do on the outside. And a lot of times women do, especially the sisters, they live in those waist trainers, because, some of them do them while they're working out, which is great because that's what I'm going to do. But some of them just wear them all the time. And, I guess you're saying that's what we're supposed to do. Like, I didn't know that.
You do. When you're waist training, you want to wear it for a long period of time. I don't suggest that you do more than 12 hours. That's honestly unnecessary. I also don't believe that you should wear a waist trainer that's smaller than the size that you should be in. There's no point in that. There's no point of making yourself so uncomfortable to the point where you're feeling miserable.
That's a good point.
Absolutely. I have heard all kinds of things. People come in like, oh, you can pass out from it. And I was like, if you're in the wrong size and you're wearing something very, very tight that you're not supposed to, absolutely. But if you follow my guidelines and you tell me exactly what your size is and this, then I can make a suggestion and say, this is the size for you. Now, at Kimmi Couture, we're one of the only shapewear companies that offer exchanges. And the only reason why we do that is because sometimes we women are so fixated in a number on a size or something, and we say, well, I wore an extra small on top, so I have to be an extra small. And I was like, that's great and all, but when you measure in your rib cage, like in your case, so like I'm like an extra small, and I'm like, I'm not even an extra small. And I say with all like the respect, like I really need you to measure and like tell me what your bra size is and your measurements and all these things, because then I can tell you like, hey, you know what? You should start with a medium because they're very tight. I don't want you to pass out.
Pass out, right? That is how you pass out when you have the wrong one. And I think that's exactly, that goes to what you were saying before. When you wear it for 8 hours, I guess it has to fit. It has to be comfortable enough for you to do that, because if you can't breathe, because that's what I think of them. I don't know why. I don't know why I think like you go.
No, and some people do. Some people also are a little claustrophobic, and they're like, I can't breathe with this. I have been in the freeway with my waist trainer on a hot day, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta take this thing off. I pull over to the shoulder and like, so it can happen to anybody.
Right.
When as I always say, everything in moderation. You know, that's why I say you start 2-3 hours until you build your tolerance. I mean, we see it all the time with girls that wear 8-inch heels, and it's their first time wearing them. It's like, girl, you can't walk a mile on those shoes.
And them heels, girl, no, you start off on baby side. You got to get the...
You wear them around your house for a little bit, and then you practice, and then you get brave, and then you dress up and go to the restaurant and sit down.
It's to church. That's how we first learned how to wear our little heels. You know, your mama and I did it to my girls. They had little heels on their little church shoes, and then they got older and older, and they can wear it. But it's gradual, like you said, you know. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. And I love how you have the center of love.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, it's interesting how the Self-Love Center happened, because like I said, I was going through a mild depression. There was so many things happening in my life. I was honestly just wearing too many hats.
Right.
And sometimes it's very hard to manage that. And I'm not the type of person that says, like, I'm a quitter, I'm going to give up. But I found that learning to let go of certain things actually give you more power than staying stuck in situations that are not pulling you forward.
I love that,
Being able to start to work out and really embracing the new treatments that I was doing and everything just kind of brought together a place where people feel confident about coming in for help. Women who are going through divorces, or you know, having a baby, or even men who are going through the same, a divorce, they don't know where to go out, they don't know what to do. They will come for teeth whitening, they will come for different things that we do there. And it honestly just kind of happened. It wasn't even planned to make a self-love center until I found myself searching for my own self-love.
Wow, that's called favor right there. That's God's favor right there, girl. And what's so amazing, what's amazing is you have that place that they can go. And I heard you say teeth whitening. I mean, what do you guys do there?
We do a little bit of everything. So I have a partner who specializes in training, fitness, and we have coach staff. She also does nutrition and fitness. So they are able to do personal training in the Self-Love Center. In the upstairs of the Self-Love Center, we do all shapewear fittings and body contouring treatments. And my friend Sydney from Stay Polish, she does the teeth whitening. So it's 4 of us in a place where we do things to help others. And it just happened that way, and it worked out amazingly.
It is amazing. I am more in awe with you now than the moment we started this conversation. I am so in awe with you. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. That really is amazing, because a lot of time when I say we as women feel down on ourselves because we don't look like how we used to look. I don't know how I got into this place. I'm a single mom. I got to do this, and we have to wear all these hats and do all these things. And a lot of times you feel that you are alone while you're doing these things and nobody else is doing it or have been through this. But you have a center. I love it. Where people can go and, what you were saying earlier about how when you see people put on their shapewear and stuff like that and they feel great, I feel the same way when people, after you work out and you feel amazing, it boosts your confidence. You don't even have to have lost a pound, but you feel amazing.
I always say this, you never regret a workout. I mean, you might be like, oh, shoot, I have to go work out. But when you finish, you never regret doing it.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Your head's high, your chest pumped out. Like, what? I'm strong. Like,
and then I'm gonna go eat something healthy because I always just did something good for myself, and it just all clicks.
It does.
You start doing one thing that seems so easy to not do, but doing it is just as easy, and it's just compounded in little things that eventually become good habits.
Absolutely. A lifestyle.
And that's what it's all about. It's creating a lifestyle that's going to honestly take care of your mind, your heart, your physical body, all of these things. And it improves your relationships. I can't tell you how much more peace I found after I started working out and feeling good about actually doing it. Because to me, it was I hated the pain.
Right. Well, what's so funny is we switch it. I don't mind the pain from working out. I'm scared of the pain from the waist trainer. I'm scared of that, but I'm not scared of the pain from the working out. But what's crazy is you said it. When I work out, I've been the same size forever,
you look incredible. You are gold.
Thank you. No. I'm gonna get them ribs in, girl. I'm getting them.
I got you. That's
But it's so crazy because I work out. That is truly my Prozac. If I don't work out, I am crazy as a Betsy bug. First of all, my husband may say I'm crazy as a Betsy bug all the time. But
especially when you don't work out.
Especially when I don't work out. And that's what a lot of people don't get. When they need to focus on how they're going to feel, not the results, right? So if you go there and work out just to feel better mentally, you lose weight, you do all those things because like you said, you do one little thing to do something good, then you tend to eat better because I just worked out. So I'm going to have a shake and then, I am going to have a salad or I'm going to do this. And then it snowballs. And then the side effect of doing those good things is your six pack, a small waist, that's a side effect.
You can play with your kids again.
Yes. It's the thing. Mm-hmm.
It has so many things that it really impacts your life in a lot of benefit in a lot of positive ways.
Right.
I honestly believe that a lot of it comes from us deciding that we're going to do something better.
There you go.
Because that's what it is. It only takes that. I always tell people look, my waist trainers work, but the only way they work is if you wear. So if you have the will to wear it, then you're going to see results.
Right.
But if you don't, then that thing is going to sit on your dresser and collect dust.
Just like everything else, like you can buy elliptical and use it as a hanger. That treadmill got all your clothes laid on it. You're not going to lose weight if you don't do it. And what I love about it is that I am now in menopause, right? So my body is...
It's slowed down. Your metabolism has slowed down.
Absolutely. Everything. Yes. Everything. And I make a joke about it by saying that my metabolism, this menopause and pandemic don't go hand in hand. It just don't. We should not ever mix that because I'm at home eating like this.
Going through it. They can't stop, but it's hot too. So
I know I'm sweating. I got the fans on. It's 50 degrees in here. I'm like,
No, you're absolutely right. And to be honest with you, this pandemic has brought up so many other things in our lives that we were not prepared for.
Right.
100%. in our area, gyms have been closed. So fitness centers are not supposed to be open. So when I think about it, I'm like, so many people rely on going to the gym, even to escape a little bit of work
Absolutely.
or their kids or whatever. And not being able to access those things affects our mental state.
Crazy as a Betsy bug.
Oh, exactly. Like, exactly. And it's so hard on so many people, but I think we also have become very, very creative about how we work out, the things we can do. So not to discount that this is not hard, but again, it starts with you deciding to do something.
I love it. Yeah. And that's definitely it, Kimmy, because we all, like, I have my Peloton that I ride, my Peloton.
I think I'm going to get one.
You should get one, girlfriend. It's the best thing in the whole wide world. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
I've gotten it. Yeah, I got it before, like for my birthday last year. My husband got it for me from my gift. I love that. Like, by the time it came around for my birthday, I had ridden it 368 days. Like, how did I ride more than 365 days in 1 year? I don't know.
Wow.
But you know what? You'll love it. You will love it.
Okay, I think I want to try that. I've seen a lot of my clients and a lot of my friends snapping in their stories, and I was like, man, I think I need to get one of those.
Yes, it will change your life. It will change your life. Like, okay. I mean, it's one of the best things that they came up with. And it has so many things to it. I got the bike, but they have the treadmill. They have things that you could do yoga. They have a yoga segment. They have a cardio segment. They even have cardio dance where you can dance, get your dance. They have meditation. They have stretching. It has running outside, walking outside. So the thing is that you can use it anywhere and everywhere. Wow.
Okay. You saw me. I'm definitely going to be looking into this. My birthday is coming up, so
Yes.
Anybody out there want to get me a Peloton?
Happy birthday, baby. Look, yes. Wouldn't that be great? But what's so crazy is now I got to make sure I have on my waist trainer.
And that's another great thing is like, so this is one of my little tricks that I tell people. If you're trying to lose weight, not to say that losing weight fast is the way to do it, but if you want to see results fast, because it's going to obviously help you get ahead even more, I encourage people to do cardio on an empty stomach for 30 minutes with their waist trainer. So these, typically when you put it on in the morning on an empty stomach, get on your Peloton and sweat everything out, because you have to remember, and you know these, when you're doing things in a fasting state, you're burning more fat and it allows you to burn more calories. So doing it in that area creates that thermogenic effect that really helps you get rid of the baby pouch.
Right.
Almost within a week or two.
I can't wait.
Yeah. You see amazing.
Now, let me ask you, I saw some other things, like you said, when you said thermogenic, I heard, don't you have something like some kind of cream you rub on your stomach? What is that you also sell? Like, I don't know what it is.
I have a reducing and a warming gel. It works really well after you do contouring treatments and also when you wear your waist trainer. Because you know these, when you're thermogenic, it's activated and you're sweating and all of these toxins and fat are ramping up. It really helps your body flush out even sicknesses. A lot of people don't realize, it's like, obviously with all of the things that are going on with COVID and everything, you maintaining your lungs, you sweating toxins out, getting rid of all these things makes a huge impact even on how much energy you have throughout the day.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have totally made my day. I am so psyched. I'm gonna be looking at my mail every day, like, oh, is it here? Is it here? Is it here?
You'll get a waist trainer to you right away. I actually cannot wait to hear, your experience, and I'll be more than happy to walk you through you'll have my number. You can text me and be like, Kimmi, do I keep it on? Do I not? You're going to think this is hilarious, but some people used to have trouble putting it on, especially older women. But they will come to the self-love center or to one of my locations and will come in the morning before they go to work and be like, can you help me put it on? But you come for a week, people come and get their waist trainer on, and then one day they would just not come back. And I'll call them and be like, hey, what's going on? How come you didn't come to put your FaJa on? They're like, oh no, I was able to put it on by myself. I'm going to send you a picture. And it's like, oh my God, they graduated. Like, they're doing it on their own. So I'm here for you.
Yes, I am excited. So let me tell you this. We record this and it's going to air about a month away. Okay. I'm putting it out here that I'm going to take a picture on the day it comes with it, and then show you after when this air the difference.
Oh my God, that I cannot wait for this. This is going to be great. We're going to take before and after pictures, take a good measuring, and then try it on. And I'm excited.
So I'll be the experiment, you guys. This is going to be awesome because I don't have a lot of fat. I don't have that. So it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see me having that hourglass figure. And Kimmi is the one who gave it to me. Tell us again, how can we get in contact with you?
You can reach me via Instagram at Kimmi Couture. On the website is www.kimmicouture.com. On Twitter, Facebook, Kimmi Couture. My personal Instagram is Mrs. CEO_K. And like I said, if you have questions, concerns, not sure where to start or whatnot, I'm here for you.
You're amazing. Thank you so much for coming today. I mean, really, you have given us a lot of information. Thank you.
No, Elizabeth, thank you so much for having me. I am super excited to hear about your results. And I'm going to give you my phone number, so you better text me as soon as you get that waist trainer. Just
an update, you guys. I just wanted to let you know my results from using the waist trainer. I started off with the waist of a little shy of 25. God darn COVID. Anywho, exactly 1 month to the day, my waist is a 22. Boop, boop, boop. So 22 inches from 25 inches was amazing. So do not hesitate and get yours today. Don't forget to use my code MISFIT1 and you get 15% off. So I want to leave you with this. Follow what you love and it will take you where you want to go. Natalie Goldberg. Until next week, you guys, stay fit.